on into God's house.
Balls and a butthole? You're a comedic genius.
Can't goddamn lay down on the floor in your own house. Ow.
You wanted to film it.
Yeah, man.
We're the blunt people, y'all.
Supportive.
Ooga
everyone.
chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka.
We got that. I can fight this feeling. We're so good at that YouTube's gonna flag us and make us pay for that track.
It's gonna be a copyright.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will contact the artist privately.
Thank
I feel
you.
like, look, you gotta let us have this.
As
all right.
producer, seems great.
So I talked to Chase, and as per my last two segments, which I felt were pretty devastating for you guys, I had a third one lined up, but I actually worry about your mental health if I just went forward with the third one. So I'm gonna lean back. I'm gonna go a little lighter, and I'm gonna go a little shorter. Just a nice breezy Trangus segment. Okay, we don't gotta talk about genetic deformities. We don't gotta talk about parasites that we all definitely have. Instead, I want to talk to you guys about cute aggression.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
still
cute
don't trust you.
No, you shouldn't. Cute aggression it's interesting because it really just like they didn't have a term for it until 2015, or at least in English. There is like in the Philippines, I guess they have a term for it called it's Gigil, Gigil. Yeah.
Gigil.
So they call it Gigil. So basically, it's that feeling when you see something so cute that you get like intrusive, aggressive thoughts, like, oh, I just want to squeeze it, I just want to eat it, I just want to squish it. You know what I mean? You guys get those?
Definitely.
Not everybody does.
Definitely.
But about 50%
No, I
of the
understand.
population. 50%
When you
of
want
the
to just chew on a baby's little leg.
Right.
Yeah,
just
you like-
pick it up.
Give me them little toe shrimps. I'm gonna get them.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So it's
I'm glad there's a term for that.
Yeah.
I love.
But what's
Makes me feel
interesting
like-
is they've actually done some research into what's actually happening in your brain when you feel that way, right? So the common feeling is that like you don't want to hurt the thing, you just want to kind of like eat it. You know what I mean? You're just like
You just want to attack it.
yeah, it's like I just want to get you.
Let me get in there.
Absorb its essence.
Yeah,
Right.
So in English, they started calling it cute aggression in 2015 because some researchers from Yale, they did a
Good
study
stuff
on
at
it.
Yale.
What's that?
Good
I hear
stuff
good
at
things.
Yale.
Yeah, you know what? I used to have a pretty negative opinion about Yale, but they've really turned things around in my eyes. So they get the Travis thumbs up of
2015.
approval. Yeah,
They've been okay with me.
yeah. No, I'm finally letting go of my beef with Yale. So
I think wasn't George Bush like a cheerleader at Yale? Isn't that where he went?
I do
yeah.
believe.
Yeah, I think that's where.
Yeah, that's he.
That's the before
Those-
times.
He majored in war crimes.
They're bulldogs.
Well, you could tell. You could definitely tell that it helped.
That he had that,
Yeah.
that quality education on it.
Yeah, no, he's real
Minor
good
in
at
art.
it. No, he.
Yeah.
You seem dumb.
It's
people
definitely
won't
his
understand
calling.
how evil you are.
Mm.
And then so they did that original study, and then a researcher named Dr. Catherine Stavropoulos down in California went in and actually like used. It's actually a pretty crazy contraption. It looks like a swimming cap, but they got a bunch of electrodes on it. So what it does is it can actually measure where electrical impulses are happening within your brain, so they can kind of map where your brain activity is. And so what they did is they had these people sit down and they would look at pictures of like babies and animals, and they would so what they did was they took pictures of babies and they used Photoshop to make some of the babies like some pictures of the babies cuter,
Ugly.
and some of them like less cute. And I don't mean like giving them like moles or like messing their faces up or giving them like a patch eye or anything. Not that any of those things are traditionally even ugly. I think we all appreciate a nice patch eye once in a while. But,
Especially on a baby. Oh my god.
oh, a baby with a little eye patch. God. What are you, a little pirate? You little shit? Oh,
you're
good.
so
Oh, I'm going to
sweet.
get you. See, there's that cute aggression. Oh, man. But that's what they did was they took like signifiers of cuteness, like things that we all agree are cute. So like if you see like a Pixar film or something with a cute character, their cheeks are bigger,
Big
their noses
eyes.
are always a little smaller, big eyes, yeah. And so they just use Photoshop to make, take pictures of the babies and make some of them more cute and like cartoony, and some of them less cute. And like by less cute, I'm not saying they uglied them up. I'm just saying those, cheeks smaller, eyes smaller, noses bigger,
Mm.
whatever, to make it look less like a baby. And then they had pictures of baby animals versus pictures of the grown-up animals, because that's also a thing. Like evolutionarily, I guess I should say that too, is like the reason why baby animals are cute is like an evolutionary defense against them getting hurt. Like if you saw a baby animal and it was ugly, you probably wouldn't even, like, especially like way before we were civilized, you probably just kill it. Like, oh, what is that ugly
Yeah.
thing? You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
so it
But if
being
you saw a tiny, tiny little baby possum and you're like, actually, you're pretty cute. Come on,
normal
you can move into
possums are
my house.
scary, but you're a cute little. Oh, you're getting bigger.
Yeah. Oh no! But now I'm attached to you.
Yeah, yeah. So like the cuteness is like a real thing that all animals kind of recognize cuteness too, to a certain degree. So that's another thing with like prides of lions and animals that like live in packs, is it makes the grown-ups less likely to kill the young in cases of
Okay.
like, if a new male takes over the pack or the pride, he'll be less likely to kill the young if they're cute. I mean, he'll still probably do it sometimes, but like that is a factor. So it's like this evolutionary ingrained thing of cuteness for us. And what they found was um, the part of the brain associated with emotion was more active when shown the cute photos, but the people who reported to feel cute aggression, like they kind of had to self-report, like, "Oh, I want to get it." You know what I mean? Like it's a very
Mm-hmm.
specific feeling. But they,
How are you feeling? Like I want to get it. That's
yeah, I just want to.
Oh, don't get it.
I mean, like, you can't
I
lie though if your brain's hooked up, right?
Yeah.
just
You're like,
love
oh,
that
we saw that. We saw that little.
this
Mhm.
is like a defined thing. It's I just want to.
Doc, what does that mean? Am I gonna be okay?
Doctor, I got a bad case of the.
I just want it. I just want it.
Yeah. So they found that people that had that feeling, they had their brains light up in the emotion section and also the reward section, which is like a little unclear to me. But it seems like what that's kind of saying is some people, when they have that emotion kick up when they see something cute, they also just get this like intense kind of like reward feeling, and it's just like an overwhelmingly positive feeling. And apparently our bodies are much better at controlling negative feelings because we have to do that a lot. It's like, don't show how
Yeah.
angry you are, don't cry, don't, just don't show these negative feelings. But we don't really have a lot of ways to control our positive feelings, specifically when our positive feelings are like out of whack or go too far, if that makes sense. So then that's when that happens, your brain's like an equilibrium machine, so it'll always try to get you back to some kind of like equilibrium for almost anything. It's actually kind of crazy the way that works. But this is something called dimorphous expression of positive emotion. So this is like when you get so happy you cry, or if you get so excited when you see somebody you scream, or when you see something cute you're like, ah, I'm gonna get it. And this is all just like your brain trying to like it's just adding like for the acute aggression specifically, your brain will ramp up aggressive thoughts and emotions to combat how positively you feel about this cute thing. It's like this weird,
Huh.
like, because otherwise you'll just be like, consumed by it. Like it's not good for you to have like that many positive feelings, apparently, or the brain self
You can't
regulates.
love that hard.
I
No,
can't love you this much.
no. If you see something that cute, part of your brain's like, we got to kill that. That's gonna, that's gonna end us, right?
Mhm.
It apparently helped people gain control of their emotions, because that's really what happens sometimes is people get overwhelmed with these emotions, and your brain doesn't like being overwhelmed with anything. So when you get overwhelmed with those emotions, like evolutionarily your brain's like, oh, this is going to make us more prone to attack or not to think properly. So it wants to kind of gain mental control over yourself again. And that's what they found that these kind of things do. Like not just the cute aggression, but the, being so happy that you start crying. The crying is actually your brain just trying to like get you back on track and kind of get you back to normal. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Having a good cry.
Yeah, having a good cry.
Yeah, it's
And-
definitely like a refresh.
I'm a major
when you
happy
do that.
crier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's like it's actually pretty good for you. And
It's
Great
almost like a
news.
detox sometimes. I'm like,
yeah,
Ring it out.
And
Ring them
also-
out.
Also, if you're, it helps a lot if you can't remove yourself from a positive situation too. Like, if you're sitting at a graduation, you might start crying because you feel this positive emotions. And, maybe normally you would just leave for a minute and then come back. But if you can't do that, or if you're like taking care of a kid and you're like, oh, I just need to kind of like get away for a second, that'll kind of like, I don't know. It helps get you back to normal, I guess. But I thought that was really interesting, and it's a little bit lighter. It's about cute things and going, when I get you.
Is it a good tactic to be squirted in the face with like a spritzy bottle or something? Would that help to knock it down? Knock down the cute aggression?
No, I think that would just be confusing, and people would get wet.
I sure would.
Yeah. Come on.
come on.
Come
Because
on.
I love cute stuff. I'd be getting squirted all the time. Gah.
Terrific.
Well done, Travis.
Thank you.
What a,
Good
a
job,
nice topic.
Travis.
Good job,
Now
Travis.
I love cute things. I
Yeah.
love to look at the internet and then look at cute things. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And I love to eat babies' little feet. Give it to me. Well done, brother.